Hello, my name is Richard Clark from Canine Help Professional Puppy and Dog Training, and today I'm going to show you how to do an exercise which is the down. Down for me has always been a really positive exercise to teach a dog or a puppy, because what you're teaching him to do, or her to do, is to lie on the floor and just relax in that position until you tell them to move again, and usually for me that would be back into a sit. It means you've got a really positive place for your pup to lie down and just relax. Now when you're doing this, it's really important you start in a simple way. You're going to put your pup to start off, or in your dog, into a sit position because you're already halfway there. And from then you're just going to move the treat perpendicular to the floor. You've got to be careful you don't move the treat too far away from your pup's mouth, because if you do, your pup will step forward and come out of that sit. If your pup comes out of the sit, what I want you to do is just put your pup back into a sit and start the exercise again. Don't try and do a stand, effectively a stand into a down at this stage. Just put your pup into a sit and start the exercise all over again. So when you're doing this, make it really simple for yourself. Perpendicular movement, and that's straight to the floor, not this sort of movement, because if you move it towards you too far away from your pup, as I said, your pup will come out of that sit and try and stretch forward and get the treat. But you're just going to go perpendicular to the floor. Now if you've got one of the bigger breeds, you might need to do a little movement like that, and then just a slight movement towards you. Just give yourself a little bit of space for your pup's head to better get into that space and make it comfortable for them to lie down. The down is not accomplished until your pup's got its back end on the floor as well as its chest, and then with your non-food hand. So I always do things food in your right hand, non-food hand is your left hand. You get your left hand in there while your pup's still really focusing on the food. It's on the floor, it's thinking I'm going to get that in a minute. Make it a really lovely movement and moment for your pup by getting your hand in there and running it down the back of your pup or your dog, and really making it really nice, and reinforce it by saying good down, good down. Make that a really special moment that your pup really gets to enjoy. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a down now. So the down is a simple movement of a perpendicular movement from your pup's mouth to the floor. And optimistically, your pup will follow the treat and relax into that position. I've got the treat in my finger here, and you just realise there's some food there. Well, all I'm going to do is just move the food towards the floor there, and optimistically she'll just follow the treat. And there she goes, into the down there, nice and relaxed. Spare non-food hand now, in there. Good down, make it a really, really nice moment for your pup to be in there. And there's no rush to come out of this down at all. Just there, into a down. Just getting a little interest in the treat there. And down. Good down indeed. Really, really good down. And there you go. There's your sit into a down. Always start in the sit. You're halfway there. Make it easy for yourself. Good job indeed. Good down. If you find that your pup just keeps popping out of the sit when you're doing the down, and you can't quite stop that yo-yo sort of movement, or your pup really isn't grasping that you're trying to get it to lie on the floor, then this is an alternative method. This is great. For me, I just think, how easy is this? You're going to sit on the floor and do this. Now, first of all, you're just going to get this leg out of the way a little bit, and get your left leg with just enough space between here. What I'm going to try and get Indy to do now is to sort of just crawl under my left knee. So she feels the contact of my left knee on her shoulders, and feels the need then just to drop her head down and crawl underneath there, and will optimistically put herself in the down. You don't start in the sit here, because actually we're just going to pull her out of that position. So don't worry about your dog. If your pup or dog is already sitting in the sit, that's great. If it isn't, it doesn't matter, we're just going to start anyway. So you've got the treat in your hand here, in your right hand, and you're going to put it under your left leg here, and draw Indy underneath there, and optimistically she's just going to do exactly that. She's just popped under there because you can see the presence there, so you're teaching your pup to crawl under your knee. It's not a question of pushing your pup down with your left knee. You're not going to try and compress it down to the ground. You can try this under your knee, under a chair, under a coffee table, something like that. But the end of this exercise is exactly the same. You're still going to be going good down, really, really reinforcing your pup. Good down. Thanks very much indeed. Good job. You can see she's wetting herself. She's loving that. There you go. That's method number 2, to do a down under your leg if your pup doesn't do it the original perpendicular from the mouth to the floor method.